and welcome to another episode of More Gloss Please. And today we've got the beautiful and talented Miss Trillary Banks.
Hey guys.
So Trillary, I know loads about you, but they don't. So can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
My name's Trillary Banks and I am an artist from Leicester. I do rap music mostly, a bit of dancehall, and I'm kind of experimenting with loads of different genres right now. But yeah, I'm the real hot girl in this team, isn't me?
I love it. So I went to uni in Leicester, by the way.
All type of DMU gang, you don't know. I think
What?
we're the most talked about. Like I always hear Leicester popping up in songs or DMU and all of this, like from big rappers. So
I'm not claiming anything, but my year group, 2009, class of 2009, we did that. We started the whole thing. But
say no more. Well, I'll be carrying it on, girl.
Yeah. So what's it like being in the music industry and being from Leicester?
It's hard. I think it's hard because I think some people assume I'm from London, South London as well. I don't know.
You were from London.
People think I'm a South girl. Maybe that's because I'm a bit rank sometimes, or I got my little persona, you know. But no, I'm from Leicester. It has its advantages and disadvantages. I feel.
What would be the advantages?
My accent.
People love that.
Yeah,
people do love like an accent.
I feel like it's quite like Londoners tell me that it's quite therapeutic to hear something different. Like when you're always used to hearing a certain accent, it's kind of like, oh, she sounds sick, because it's just not London or Cockney as it would normally be, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that's an advantage.
And it makes you unique as well, because I think for us in the UK, we kind of think everything's London, but there's a big world out there.
Definitely.
You know?
I think how I speak, like certain things that I say, like our twang, like everything is just slightly different. So I think if you deep my music like word for word, I don't feel like I get compared to other females in the industry.
Yeah,
like
you have your own sound.
Yeah, because I don't think, exactly, my delivery, my speech, like how it is, I think it's just obviously me, which is kind of like.
Do you feel like you have to be a little bit more confident and a little bit more like, you know, to push yourself out there, being that you are from outside of London?
Definitely. I feel like you have to be very strong and confident being a woman in the industry as it is, but coming from a smaller city as well, like it is a bit harder just when there's less a lot of people don't really know about the music scene out of London.
So would you say this would be
them aware?
The disadvantages then?
Yeah, exactly. Just being from a smaller city we don't have like a big radio station. Obviously London has most, like, it's the hub for everything. The Capital Extra, the One Extra, the BBC, do you know what I mean? So with us, we have smaller versions, but it's kind of like not the same, the outreach isn't the same. So yeah, there's pros and cons, but I think everyone can't be from...
Guys, can we take a moment? Like,
city.
Just look at this skin right now. And this foundation is Illamasqua Skin Base, and we've used colour number 13. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, so yeah, there's pros and cons, but I love where I'm from.
I love that.
I do love Leicester. Leicester's like home. When I go there, it just feels like home. But London is starting to feel like
Leicester's home for me as well. High Cross.
Don't know.
We did that. I had my first ever makup booking in Leicester, and I went to MAC in High Cross.
Okay, you're
as a
Debenham girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you don't know. I go in there for my samples.
So Trillary, what is your sound? How would you describe your sound?
I would describe it as ghetto glam.
Ghetto glam, right?
Yeah.
What's ghetto glam though?
Ghetto glam is hood when needs be and very kind of high end and classy when needs be as well. I kind of like to create, like, infuse it all into one. So I wouldn't say I'm mad ghetto, but I'm proud, like I'm from the ends, innit? Do you know what I mean? Even when I'm in Jamaica, like I do like the ghetto life.
Who inspires you?
Musically or just in general?
Who inspires your sound? So I know like I don't know anyone else that has your particular sound, especially right now. It's very heavily like Afro beats influenced, and like everything, doesn't matter what you're singing, it has to have that Afro twang in there in order for it to be really popping. So like, who inspires your sound?
As mad as it is, like, I would say a big inspiration, especially with like the more dancehall stuff that I've been doing, it's like Vibes Cartel is a big inspiration. So even though it's not a female, like he's so unapologetic. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to kind of say what's on your mind, and obviously doing more, getting into my more like sexual side on camera and within my
How do you feel comfortable
I feel like
doing the really sexy, you know?
I don't know. I think I'm quite a sexual person. Like, I go through my stages. I was on one the other day on Instagram. The rain was falling. I was imagining some shit.
Damn! Guys, if you're under 18, switch it off now. Because she's about to get really dirty.
Girl. But yeah, no, I just think I'm over
like
25, under 30, let's not be specific. So I feel like I'm old enough now. Like I've been old enough to be touching on certain.
But do you feel like culture has anything to do with that? Because
Jamaicans,
being Jamaican, you are more free, or like your music is more free to be a bit more sexy, whereas with Africans, you know how it is, like we would just get cussed all the way out.
Yeah, I'm half Jamaican, so with my Jamaican side, like obviously you already know. I'm half Jamaican and my dad is my dad's mixed race, so I'm quarter Antiguan and quarter Irish.
But you definitely get like your sexy sauce from your Jamaican side.
Yeah, because that's what I know. Like I've never really been to the smaller islands much, and I've never even been to Ireland. So I do want to go to Dublin like one day and just like visit Ireland and see what it's like. I've heard it's really lit, but I used to go to Jamaica a lot. I used to live there like for like 6 months on and off. So I was there a lot. So I spent a lot of my younger teen years there, and obviously like dancehall is just a part of the culture, you know, stage clashes and stuff, sound clashes. That's at that moment, like Vibe Cartel was out. He started the Portmore Empire movement, so that was when all of the girls were coming out, and like obviously you had Popcorn, you had like Gaza Slim and all these people that he was bringing out with him, do you know what I mean? So these are the times that I remember, and I wasn't really doing dancehall music then, but it was really, you know, when you're just seeing something, you're just like, I want to be on that stage, like I can do this. I feel like I can even do it better than the girls I'm watching, kind of thing. But it's just like, how do you go about it? You have to get to a point where within yourself you're ready to just go out on a stage and just be like, listen, I don't care, I'm just gonna
What was that point for you? When were you like, you know what, this is my time, I'm gonna give it my all?
That was probably around Come Over Me Yard, around the Come Over Me Yard time. So a few years ago when we recorded that song, it was quite easy to me. Like obviously the hook was already there to sample, so I was like, okay, cool. That kind of set off the mood. I already knew what was kind of going on. I was like, okay, cool. So I just wrote it. It's really simple, and it's like the simplest.
So you write all your music as well?
Yeah.
That's dope.
I want to start writing as well. I feel like I could make this game so much better.
Who would you want to write for?
Why?
Give me some names.
I'm a bit of a tricky one still. I don't want people to take it the wrong way. But I do want to start writing for people. Like, obviously, if you're getting paid, like, work is just work. But I feel like there could be so much more. And I feel like a lot of even big artists, big rap artists in America and everything, like, there is input sometimes. It's not that you can't write your own stuff. Sometimes it's just that different minds.
No shade to my girls, but I heard like city girls don't even write their own music.
Oh nah,
and those are my girls.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
JT,
of course.
Free
JT, you don't know. And you know what? I must say, I watched something on YouTube the other day, and it really, like, I don't know much about them. Obviously, I've heard the act up. When I heard it, I was like, oh, they're really saying that. And then within a week or two, I know the words. To the first bit.
I listened to it
so it's
7 or 8 times.
It's mad ratchet, and then you kind of like, you hear it and you're like, should I really be saying this? And then you just kind of like, well, yeah, why not? And I think it kind of grows on you. But again, I just, with the slackness, like, I wouldn't say my music's slack. I would say when I do my dancehall thing, like, it's kind of, it's more like me telling you what I want, what I expect from you. Like, don't come to me as a man with all this energy. I have expectations too. So for me, I was kind of like not too sure about the money, and if you ain't got this, you ain't getting this, and I'm doing this and I want this in exchange. But when I watched
so it basically sounds a bit, not like prostitution,
yeah, it does.
but it's like you're selling yourself.
Yeah, it does. So I went on YouTube and I watched like an interview, and I kind of respect them a lot more after watching the interview, because they literally
I didn't watch this interview. What were they saying?
They literally come from like nothing, do you know what I mean? Like, I think one of them, that her mum was in prison, her dad's been in prison, like literally they've had a hard life, and they have a lot of haters, as you do, and obviously they come from Miami, which is a really big place. So after watching it, it was a very humbling interview, where I was like, you know what,
do you feel like you
these
relate?
Girls, yeah, I thought, you know what, let them go through, man, let them get their P's and their little thing, because they represent a girl, a group of girls, or a girl or a woman that it could have been a lot different.
So you feel like you could relate to them?
Yeah, like with females, I mean, to me, anyone could be an artist, and I've been doing it for a while. So even though I don't feel like I've had my big break, I don't feel like you should just come out and be a female and shake your ass and get money.
You say you haven't had your big break, but I feel like you've done really well in the time that you've been around.
Yeah, I've considered, with my circumstances, obviously I don't have a big team and stuff like that. I do have to give myself more credit than I do sometimes, but I think you're just always trying to get better, and obviously when you're somewhere, trying to get to somewhere else.
But it's the passion that makes you feel like you're not where you want to be, because of course naturally you want to be right at the top.
Definitely,
you know what I mean? But you're on your way there.
It's it's all a learning. It's all a learning process, really and truly. But yeah, it was. I just put it up on YouTube, City Girls. It was one of the main interviews, so I would recommend you watch it. Yeah, I'm an artist as well, and I watched it and I was like, you know what? I kind of like this, and yeah, I kind of rate what they're doing. So let them go through, and I'm happy for them.
I respect that. What is it like being an artist in the UK, and naturally, and I have this conversation with a lot of women in the music industry especially, what's it like having haters? Because I know you kind of mentioned that. What is it? Would you say the haters are like other artists, or is it like just girls in general, or what is it?
A bit of both, to be honest. I don't think everyone's genuine, if I'm honest. I don't have a lot of haters, if that makes sense. Like, I don't have a massive fan base. No, like, I can honestly say I don't get any hate on my Insta. Like, I can't tell you the last time someone left a bad comment on my Insta, which I'm happy for, because if I'm posting something that I want people to see, that I believe is, you know, something of
quality.
Exactly. Why would you have anything bad to say? But I literally don't get that. I don't get DMs like saying anything bad or anything like that. So for me, it hasn't got that way yet. You just never know.
But do you feel like that's like more so will come with the more you continue to grow?
Kind of, but if you know me or if you watch my stuff, like, I'm very straightforward. So you're just gonna hate someone for being real or being their self. I don't really think you can.
Do you
I think
feel like
people get caught out? So people will be like, oh well, you said that, and you like, do you know what I mean? A lot of the hate can come from people contradicting themselves, or you know, finding out whatever from whenever or whatever. But me in general, like,
it's not something that's really been too much of a factor for you.
No, so far, which I'm very happy for.
You're very blessed then.
So far, so good. I don't really have a lot. Like, obviously, you get YouTube comments and stuff like that, but for me, it's quite funny, to be fair. Like, sometimes
do you feel like you look at the comments and you're like, oh, actually, I could do that a little bit better, or maybe I'll change this, or just take it as criticism?
Yeah, I'm always up for positive criticism. Someone told me that someone commented that she's always on a bed. Like, ain't she got no? And I was like, okay, well, the next few videos ain't gonna be on the bed, but I get it. I get it because yeah, it's sexy a lot, but like, I get it. But it's just bants, really.
Say about everything. Yeah. Like, you can't please everyone.
No, of course. But like, sometimes I do watch, like, okay, cool. They're just basically saying that a lot of my music is just sexy and around the bedroom scene. Like, I get it. Like, I wouldn't change because
like
they said it.
You know,
but
like,
to me,
when you want to do sexy time, you've got the genre that you go to, or you've got that one artist that gives you the sexy time, and you've got your cool, and you've got your sporty. Yeah. Maybe you're just doing sexy for them, innit? That's just what you do.
Exactly. But
you lot don't come from my girl, man.
In general, let me breathe. But no, in general, I'm cool. Like, I'm quite happy with how it's going so far. Like, I don't ever want to feel like I have to be going back and forth with people on my socials. Like, I've always said to myself that I would always try and keep it so humble. Because once you start, trolls don't stop from what I can see. It's never, you say don't at me, and those acts don't stop coming because they're just waiting for another reaction from you. So it's like, the more you entertain them, the more they keep coming. So if they don't get a reply in the first place, block, see ya, keep it moving. I had to block a couple people still.
You lot, watch out.
Hold that, you lot that can't see my story. No posts. No posts. No, the Insta page is still there. And they must go on another profile to see it as well, if and when the time comes. But I think that's the best way. Like, block it. That's the best way to deal with any kind of hate, or don't even entertain it. Just block it, because it's things you don't need to see. You already know how it goes. Like, certain things you don't really need to be.
So who in the UK like inspires you? Who do you not necessarily look up to, but who are other artists like yourself that you just think, you know what, you're dope, you're doing your thing?
A lot of females in the industry. There's a lot of females in the industry doing their thing. So obviously you have Steph London, you got Miss Banks, you got Nadia Rose, and there's Alaka Harley, she's doing her thing as well. And I feel like there's a lot of up and coming artists as well that are coming into the scene. And then there's a lot of men that are doing big things right now as well. I kind of like people that switch it up a bit and come with something different, like just a song that kind of really excites me, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's dope. Like, because I don't just listen to probably the music that people think I listen to. Like,
what are you
like
into? What are you listening to at the moment?
I don't really listen to music, which might be bad. I've just been going through a stage where I don't really
You don't what?
I don't really listen to music. I've been like that for a while. Like, I listen to radio a lot, so I listen to music, but I don't have like playlists and my special headphones and my Spotify account. They're ready to play tunes and stuff like that, because I've been like focus mode for the past year or so, like getting more music out, working on my project, etc. But there's some dope people in the UK. Like, the UK is good, man. There's some good inspiration.
I think the UK is at an amazing point at the moment when it comes to music and being creative, and people actually looking and listening to what we've got going on. Because for the longest time, it's always been us kind of like listening to people in America and
Definitely.
kind of like always comparing ourselves
We're
to
starting
them.
to get the recognition
100%.
now.
We're starting to have our own superstars, and it's dope. Like, it's an amazing time.
It's nice. We've got some good female singers that have been coming, like, new. Some of them I don't even really know the names too tough, but you know when you just hear songs and you're like, okay, this is a new singer that's coming out. There's a girl called Mira May. She's really good.
Amazing.
Like, really, really good at singing. There's another girl called Serene. She's dope as well. So yeah, there's some good females, and I feel like there's a bit more limelight being shone. Still not enough though, in my opinion. But that's just us making
what do you
noise.
think is like the hardest things about being in your industry or being who you are right now? What is the biggest battles you feel like you face?
To me, it's all about who you know. It's not about what you're doing and the quality of what you're doing. It's all about who you know and who's behind you.
So how do you overcome that then?
You just have to keep pushing. You just have to keep pushing, really. Like, I just have to keep doing what I'm doing. Obviously, there's no such thing as a perfect. Sometimes there is such thing as a perfect situation, but in general, like, I don't think you can rush certain things. So even though I don't have certain things
like
that other people
has a lot
do
to
have,
do with it.
Exactly, I think that it will come when it's ready. So I'm just trying to enjoy the process as much as possible. Obviously, I've not long dropped a project. Vote for Trillary.
Vote for Trillary, guys. Can you tell us about your newest project?
That is Vote for Trillary. So that's our album that I dropped in April, and the feedback's been really well. It was just me kind of putting my story out there. It is incorporated with a lot of the dancehall songs that I've got already, but also some rap music, some songs that are a bit deeper, a few like lovey-dovey kind of songs. So for me, it was just letting people know a bit more about Trillary. Do you know what I mean?
That's
just
what's
giving
up.
them a bit more.
Give us a little bit more now about Trillary. What do we have to look forward to?
Hopefully, Trillary being the biggest female in the UK, because you lot need
You heard it here
the
first,
readers to represent. You don't know. Theresa May, you know, didn't go too well, so you gotta vote for Trillary now. You know what I mean? Okay.
That's what's up.
I'll make the country run more smoothly.
And what's like the next big thing that you've got coming up?
I've got 1 or 2 songs that are coming out.
We've got any videos to look forward to? We love your little sexy videos.
In the process, the next few videos are a bit more of a greasy vibe, to be fair, because there's a few things that I want to shoot for from my project that I think like people should be able to see something like from. Obviously, when you can hear something, you know if you like something or not, but a video kind of wins people over. Do you know what I mean?
What's your favourite video that you've done so far?
I think one of my favourite videos is definitely White Hennessy.
Why?
That was shot by Chalky, so big up Chalky. I think it was just, we really tried to get creative with it. So we had like my faces in a TV screen, we recreated the scene from Belly, which is like one of my favourite films, and we kind of tried to go for the Tommy Keisha vibe. So it was like, yeah, it was just something a little bit more different. And we seen a video come out from a mainstream artist that looked exactly the same. Yeah.
What is that like? Because sometimes
don't sleep. Like, people are watching the UK so hard.
Yeah.
Trust me. So to me, obviously, it was. If you know, you kind of know. Obviously, the director would have been like, "Hey," and me and Tim would have been like, we kind of clocked on. So it wasn't that much for the world to know, because obviously the artists are a lot more bigger than what I am, but it's like, okay, raw, they're paying attention, and we are definitely inspiring people, because there are people that we think don't know us that know us. Oh yeah, no, of course, it's calm. Like, it's calm. Give credit where it's due. Like, for me, it's more like, okay, if you're gonna do a video, just like, man, you might as well holler, and we might as well do a collab. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the point taking inspo but not making it with someone who did it, if that makes sense?
Yeah, but that's
that was a dope
video. People use their power to like.
Oh no, of course.
Take advantage sometimes.
Of course, but
you know, we'll just take it as a compliment.
Will always, of course, trendsetters will always win. But yeah, that was a dope video, and the latest video I did as well, which is called No Place Like Home. I've done a lot of hood videos in my time with like a Seat Leon, so to be able to like have like Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis in my ends, like it was like a
speaking my language.
It was like a when I watched my old hood vids, it was like 100 times better. So for me, it was doing a hood vid justice, like having a mad mink fur coat on and
like proper over the top.
That was like coming back, like okay, Trillary's coming back to the end. It's been a while, and like everything is looking clean how it should be. So to me, that's loads of like proper progress. So that was really fun to do. Like go back to my area, you know, like
where you grew up and stuff.
Walking by, and like it was just like raw. This is where I'm from.
It's so mad because when we think of like hood stuff, I just think London, but everywhere has their hood.
Yep. It's crazy, and Leicester's so small, but Leicester is very ghetto in certain places. But yeah, it's just to give. That was just to like let people know, like, never give up. Really. Do you know what I mean? Even if you're from Leicester, even if the resources aren't there, you can make your hood look like a movie.
That's what's up, and I think you definitely achieved that. Right, so Trillary, you a cute girl.
Thank you.
Are you dating?
Kind of.
Oh really?
Yeah. But not like one-on-one.
No, not really like, damn, you got a man. Not like that. But you know, a lot of women doing their thing,
like dating.
Killing it. Sometimes they don't want a guy. What's that like?
Not every woman wants a guy. What do you do when you get horny?
What do you do when you get horny, babes?
Why? It's a little bit of a sticky one. Still can't comment too much on that one.
Obviously, you're dating at the moment, but what is it like dating in the industry? Like, do you date guys that, you know, are in the music industry as well? Or do you kind of steer away from that?
Not usually.
But why?
Because they're not what they rap about more time.
But you're a badass bee, so I'm guessing like the DMs are popping.
Yeah, they pop from time to time still. People probably think they pop more than they do. It can go through stages. I have loads of, like, I proper love men. Like, I really like men. I appreciate a good looking man, whatever colour you are. Obviously, I'm all for my chocolate darlings.
Chocolate darlings.
But
ain't we all?
But I love guys. So attention. I'm not an attention seeking person, but a lot of the people that like come to me and show me mad love, they're men. So I'm used to like obviously being chatted up or whatever. That's my wife. People say I'm gonna marry you one day, you know, and I'm like, oh, I rate your thing. Like,
so what does it take
for that?
What does it take? Because
they're probably serious. But
what's your type? As in, like, what does it take for you to even consider
no type? Like, I swear down, if I, like, you know, if you put together a few people you've dated and line them up, there's no similarities.
Okay, like that.
No similarities. Like, they could be that tall, that short, like dark skin, like
so guys, basically,
I have no type. It's all about the aura and the energy.
I'm through the CVs.
Yeah, of course.
But you know, the chocolate darlings are at the front.
Don't know.
And everybody else has a chance to
say no colour. But yeah, no, I'm dating. I like dating. I think it's quite fun. And I say to people, some of my friends, like, I've never really been on a date. I'm like, what? Dating is fun. You don't have to even do, like, it don't have to be that kind of date. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I do think, like, being in London, most of the dates are those kind of dates. So that's another thing where, because I'm from a smaller city.
But you're a Caribbean girl. No, Caribbean girls tend to like us African, and you know.
Oh,
so,
of course.
Are you into like Ghana, Nigeria?
I met a Chris Congo boy the other day.
Yeah, I don't know about Congos. Don't come for me.
Nigerian. I think there's some just nice African guys in general. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think
do you date African guys over Caribbean guys?
I Kind of.
I feel like I heard you mention Nigeria before. What's this thing like?
No, I don't
love
really.
the Nigerian.
No. I'm not experienced like none at all with Nigerians. Like I've not been with one Nigerian. I've not really dated any either. But there's this stereotype. What's going on, guys? Why is everyone telling me to stay clear?
Boy, because of the Yoruba demons. But not everyone's bad. I think there are definitely.
God.
There's definitely stigmas.
I'm not trying to have no bad experiences. But yeah, in general, like.
Close for me, babe. Sorry, guys, we're just misting up her face. Go on, girl.
Yeah, I'm all for just being around the presence of nice men all around. So,
respectful.
Yeah, exactly. So
do you find that because your music is very sexy, sometimes a guy might approach you in a way that they just feel like that's what you're on because that's what your music is? Or do you feel like they come quite respectfully?
Very respectfully.
Really?
Like I was saying to someone the other day, I'm so happy with how guys come to me. It's
because
so
I feel like
respectful.
I'm a mature listener. I know that it's not everything in Cardi B's music that she's doing.
Yeah.
And it is like a stage presence or an act.
No, what I say I'm doing still.
Badly in a real life.
What I say I'm doing still. Someone said to me the other day, when I listen to your music, I just wanna. I was like, ooh, okay. So to the horny like listener, like someone who's active, you know when you hear someone say something and you're just like, oh, you just want to know, you want very intrigued. I think I get a lot of them, but I'm really quite happy with how the men come to me. So big up all the man them who Trillary supporters, the man them very respectful.
Love that,
and I'm very happy with that as well.
Love that.
So big up you, but I'm not quite found my list right yet. I don't know.
Okay, guys. Well, we're taking CV.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
I'll let you know if you passed the first round.
Work experience.
Work experience, plenty of experience.
A bit of work experience. A bit of work experience needed.
So, like, just to close, give us some, insight onto where we can see you next, where people could go follow you, listen to your music, and then we're gonna come back with her finished look,
which I'm looking forward to. Right, so Trillary official on most social media platforms, or Trillary Banks. If you look, you'll find me. Vote for Trillary is my latest project that's out now, and I have a show on the 21st, so I'll be in London doing a Vote for Trillary part 2 because the first one was lit. So if you're interested to come and vibe and party with me, go and check the details on my page. And also I'll be at Brixton. It's like a carnival, Ray and Nephew sponsored carnival jam on the 6th of July, so look out for that. I'll be posting it on my socials, but I'll be headlining that as well. So
that's dope, guys. You heard it here. So go follow her, look at her journey, go see some of her shows, listen to her music, and it's just been an absolute pleasure having your gorgeous self here.
Thank you.
We're gonna finish this look, and then we're gonna come back with the finished product. Okay, guys, so this is the finished look on the gorgeous Miss Trillary Banks.
Thank you.
We went for a soft, nudie, something, a glow on the cheek. Is that what you would say, yeah? On the cheek? Alright.
Not the batty cheek. It's cheek.
Girl, there are children watching this.
It's too early. It's too early.
Alright, guys, so please like, subscribe, and follow. And there'll be more gloss, please, on the way to you soon.